leave it open, and like it's one of 2 champions that Vedius plays, so hopefully we get to see the Nocturne mid. The like most comfortable composition for Spain would be Renekton, which is why you see it banned. It's Evai's favorite champion and his best champion.
I remember it very well. Very, very well, in fact.
Champy is a Sejuani player. He's technically a support playing off-role for this into jungle and has been spamming Sejuani in solo queue, so that's gonna hit the ban bench next. And then Ekpeke is a big Victor player. It's his most played champion right now, and Vedius hates playing against Victor, so I expect this to be Renekton, Sejuani, and Victor.
Okay, Renekton, Sejuani, Victor. Obviously, the fact you're an unofficial official coach, your name's not even on the graphic, Frost.
They told me it was going to be on the graphic!
They full-on burned you. I've actually just got a note from the producers saying that...
Is it an apology? Because if it's not an apology, I don't want to hear it, Trevor!
It will be added if the RITO LEC Kings win. So this way they protect your integrity as a coach, right? No one needs to officially know. Let's see this third ban. Victor needs to be a thing. I actually heard... from multiple reports from the Shoutcasters that Vedius just can't play against Victor, and it's a real big problem. So
my!
So much of... Oh, the Nocturne! It's gone! The Nocturne is gone!
Okay, someone find that tweet, pick it up, flame him. Flame him. Now the thing is
¿Por qué?
Yuumi and Ezreal went through, and this is one of the questions that we had, because we hadn't had time to really prep with Upset. We didn't know how high Ezreal and Yuumi would be on the priority list, because we didn't know how comfortable Upset was going to be taking the Kalista. But now that Kalista has been let through, immediately the lock and grab, which works for Medic, because he's a much better hard engaged support player on the Leonas and the Nautiluses and the Threshes, which work a lot better with Kalista than he is a Yuumi player. So I already like the fact that Upset's like, nah, we're playing kill oriented, I'm the true carry here. First pick me Kalista, and we're going to see a hard engaged support, which is why Morgana better come in, because you know it's coming. Okay,
we'll see whether this Morgana gets locked. The Syndra's already been secured. It has been a number of patches since the last time we saw, either EU Masters or obviously LEC playoffs, but not too much has changed meta-wise. I would love to see some unique picks. There was a lot of Wukong over at the mid-season cup between LCK and LPL. I'd love to see some of that here today or tomorrow. And they're going to pivot. It's not going to be the Morgana. It's going to be the Thresh, Frosk.
They're still going to allow them a lot of safety in the lane, obviously with the Dark Passage, and they can be much more flexible than on the ADC. We already saw the Lucian flashed. I think something that gives Flaked a lot of agency and a lot of ability to protect himself, to have some sort of movement ability there, makes a lot of sense. There's the Nautilus that we talked about, as well as Ender's famous Rek'Sai. I'm sure you guys have heard it a million times on cast, how he... hates certain keystones on Rek'Sai, and how he is the Rek'Sai legend. I believe he play tested for Rek'Sai at some point back when he was a play tester. So at some point in Ender's career,
he likes to think being there early all of a sudden makes him good. That's not quite how it works, but it definitely does help a little.
Listen, Trevor, when you're moving goalposts and there's only 5 people playing Rek'Sai, at some point he was the best Rek'Sai player in the world.
No doubt about it. I mean, talking about Worlds and the Worlds experience difference between these rosters, the analyst has set it up flawlessly. There's just a wealth of experience here on the LEC Kings squad side, and it's going to be the Lee Sin locked in for Champions. Now we head into the second phase of bans. Irelia definitely targeted there at Wicked. And Vedius, what does he default to? Nocturne is gone. We know his opposite in the mid lane of Victor is gone. I heard that Ender did not want him to play the likes of Akali or really any sort of like assassin. Doesn't quite have faith in him. So what would you anticipate here?
Well, you saw the flash from Champy hovering the Pantheon, and that's the other big pick for Vedius in the mid lane. I actually think he's probably going to go a traditional AP control mage, especially because he's against Syndra. Something like an Orianna that can bring a shield and deny a lot of that burst, as well as then help zone control for Upset. Because all Vedius needs to do in this group, since he is against Ekpeke and Noe, 2 relatively powerful mid laners, is he just needs to not feed. Like, that's the only goal for Vedius. He just needs to play safe. And if they're not going to give him the Nocturne, then he's probably going to be on control mage duty.
I've played with Vedius. Not feed, not exactly a strong suit here. So that's interesting. Okay, so the Malphite locked in here blind. Assume this is obviously going top, and assume this is kind of, into whatever Wicked's playing from solo queue, but I was not expecting a blind Malphite.
Oh no, Vedius.
No! He actually picked the Fizz? Okay, so Fizz into Syndra is a possibility, but that Syndra could still flex to the bottom lane. Let's see if Ekpeke wants to take that matchup. I guess, honestly, there's more on the line for Ekpeke if he gets dumpstered by Vedius' Fizz than vice versa, right? So maybe the smart play is to move out of this matchup.
But we just talked about how we didn't want to see Vedius on Assassins.
I don't know. I don't at all. At all.
Okay. Does mean that Maokai is going to go up into the top lane. The team probably felt that they were missing some of the hard engage. Yes, Wicked is known for his Jax and his Aurelia. Both those champions are banned. Shin is right now his #1 played in solo queue, followed by Maokai. So keeping pretty close to the chest on this one is the... you were right, Trevor. It was a Syndra bot lane.
Yeah. I mean, when you see the Fizz, you have to throw the question. Nobody wants to chum the waters against Syndra. You know, with the ability to hop over Scat of the Week. Even I know that. But let's, zoom out. We've got our first team compositions locked. It is LEC taking on Spain. How do these teams win the game, Frostgurren?
Oh, one of my big concerns for Spain right now is they have so much magic damage loaded into their composition, so it makes it super easy for the LEC Kings to itemize against. Obviously, kind of in the mid-game, both these comps will have their different win conditions depending on kind of who shows up in their skirmishing or their 5v5. Like, both of these comps feel really comfortable there. I am slightly more favored, maybe unnecessarily so, biased to the LEC Kings composition, just because I like their mixed damage a little bit more and the fact that Upset is on Callista, but... we'll find out what happens.
It's also interesting to see 3 out of the 5 bans targeting Wicked's top lane. Wicked sort of predates your time here in Europe, Frosk, and you may not be as familiar. He was never particularly famous for his breadth in Champion Pool. Champion Puddle might be a little more appropriate, but that Puddle was real good. It was real strong. So I want to see what he can do. He's been put on the tank duty on the Maokai for today's game, and now it's up to RITO and the LEC Kings to take on Ibai and the rest of the Spanish Armada, as it were. Early game expectations. Ender in the jungle. Do you have faith that his Rek'Sai can have an impact against Champions Lee Sin?
Oh yeah, absolutely. One of the few champions that Ender actually ganks on is Rek'Sai, so there should be hope, at least for some of his laners.
There should be indeed. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Mid-season 2, the Streamathon is the EU face-off. The LEC Kings already up to some early shenanigans. They put a big target. Ibai's going to die. I'm calling it right now. This is too obvious. He's going to walk straight into it. Dun, 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 dun,
yep.
dun. Yep. Get bonked on the head. Is he going to flash as well? Nope, not going to lose the flash. Easy first blood. And it goes to Ender's Rek'Sai.
Okay, so this is going to be the strategy. Why they would pick Maokai over the Shin is because they want the point-and-click CC of the W rather than the taunt. And what they're going to do is Ender's probably going to make an early rotation through his jungle and then immediately path towards topside or look for early topside ganks and then just set up on the W. Maokai W into Rek'Sai knockup into Hail of Blades Rek'Sai, make sure that he can get that extra auto in to get the Q and just kill people repeatedly.
Oh, unbelievable. Okay, so let's see if this works out then. I mean, it's what you said in the just before draft, Frosk, that looking towards the 2v2's top is one of the angles that could benefit. And my eye's definitely going to be on this Cassiopeia versus Fizz matchup, Expeke versus Vedius. There's a line I never thought I was ever going to say in my professional career.
I just need Vedius to keep his ego intact. He doesn't have to beat Expeke. He can let Upset do it, but will his pride let him do that? Or does he have to be the guy who beats Expeke?
I have no idea. I mean, we need to see what happens till he gets level 6, right? Until then, surely he's not going to be bold enough to make any plays. I'll check that at the door, because I don't quite believe it even myself. And down in the bottom lane, of course, Upset and Medic. This was kind of the lane that I was anticipating to really help play out. If Upset can micromanage Medic a little or pick duos that really help benefit. The dredge line onto Skane's Thresh gives them a very big HP advantage, and this wave is pushing towards the Syndra Thresh. So you kind of expect in the early levels, Syndra really wants a little bit of time before she can clear that wave and push it back.
Yeah, and this is the nice thing also is the fact that Ender has so many options. Like you said, the wave is pushed forward, but because Ender is down on the bot side, they feel really comfortable to do this, and Ender can play with that Maokai W and start to punish that Malphite repeatedly, or he can always hang down with his Callista Nautilus lane, especially post level 6, and pick up kills there. So I like the fact that they, even though Ender's not necessarily a ganking jungler, are giving him options if he does want to visit his lanes.
He's a very strongly opinionated jungler, and he's going to take advantage here of the fact that Peke is shoved forward. Vedius will get a little bit of a heal, and Peke is able to sink away to the darkness. as Champy was stepping forward. So no surprise, a 17 to 15 CS. A number of minions still pushing towards Pekka, so he'll extend that lead over the next few moments. Wicked's Maokai in the top lane versus Malphite. It's still not the most exciting top lane matchups. But I anticipate Ibai, when he uses that Unstoppable Force, just to scream his lungs out on team comms. I'm sure we'll get many clips of those in the coming days.
I will point out that they've lost track of where Lee Sin is. Ender's being really cautious. He's setting up here for a dive, but early wards on the Gromp to figure out where Lee Sin. There we go.
Okay, there's the unravel. That was nicely done. Dredgeline catches onto Flake, but Upset's not there. Upset's not there. Synergy in the LEC Kings issues. Oh my word, that was a terrible sentence. Synergy issues prevent the LEC Kings getting the kill.
Yeah, you called it right. It was a really nice knock-up interrupt there on the Dark Passage from Rek'Sai, and the fact that Upset just wasn't there to lay down more damage. Also the fact that Medic is running Exhaust as opposed to the Ignite, which I understand he's against the likes of a Cassiopeia as well as a Syndra.
Ooh, death sentence. Means Medic just gets chunked out. This is a big amount of pain. Would you have preferred the Ignite for Medic? Like, hypothetically, you know, if you were in a coach's position, would you be criticizing the summoner spell choice?
I would just say that if you're Kalista and Idolist and you're running kill and you know that your jungler is going to be down there, why not run the Ignite, especially if you're just trying to snowball. Obviously, again, by taking Exhaust against Syndra and Cassiopeia, it feels a lot better and a lot more OP in neutralizing those champions, especially come mid-game.
Alright, Ender's coming for another flash, chilling Smite out, and the death sentence goes wide. Ender almost got caught, but a lot more ganking than we were anticipating. Scatter the Weak will not connect with the stun. Upset and Medic going to be a little late to help out. Dredgeline into the auto attack route. This Champy's now forced to move. Here comes Wicked. No ultimate available. Step forward. Dredgeline, I think, caught the minion. Didn't quite catch that one. That's a second kill for the Spaniards. Ole! As Upset's running for his life. Ibai completes the teleport and Champy gets the double. Now Wicked is going to be the next target. FPX emote flies up. Wicked with the Bramble Smash turret assist. Turns it around. That's them 2014 mechanics, Frosk.
And the fadeaway FPX from Champy there underneath the tower. Now, Ender, oh, I guess we're going to go directly into replay. I was going to say, Ender is in the area, so the fighting could still continue. So, repeat ganks. I was curious what was going to happen when Upset actually joined comms, and it appears that the German ADC is like, no, you're camping my lane. I'm playing Kalista, get out of the jungle, come down here. But it leads to plays like this, where the communication's not quite there, the synergy's not quite there, we're overextending, we're funneling in, giving away free kills. Like, what is this?
I have no idea, but I think this is gonna be a taste of the next 2 days of content, Frosker, and I'm very thankful you're along the ride because this is gonna be crazy. But all kudos here to Wicked, easily turning around the kill. But I mean, that's just an overchase. And we come straight out of that replay. Wicked hadn't left the lane, manages to use the Nature's Grasp. Medic is able to use the Dredgeline onto Flakes, and Ibai takes the Lantern to safety for now. 3 kills apiece. The Spanish Armada has got a small gold advantage. Here comes Champy. Just by the way, I know it's not the teams aren't playing, but Polskie Góry! My allegiance has officially switched over to Poland. Compliments of Red Stimp.
Champy's
bidding war, and he's winning. Champy's down. Thank you, LEC Kings member number 6.
What? Why are we A-ramming in the bot lane?
Because Upset's there. If you get Upset assists or gold, LEC Kings will win. Ender will interrupt the back.
They're shoving. They're going for the dive.
They back
okay,
away.
Smartly, Spain's going to back it up right there. I don't know why we came out of that replay and Wicked was still hanging around the bot lane. The strategy has been clear. We win and we're like, we're going to punish Ibai. We can leverage the difference between him and Wicked, and Upset joins the team and he's like, no, no, no. It is all about the bot lane right now. They are full
exactly
Fnatic like 2018.
That's it. That's it. Going old school. I think Ibai actually threw up the Fnatic emote when he died in the first level. Inspired by Pekka as Vedius rightfully runs away. Know your place, son. Pekka is a legend and currently farming 25 CS up.
I mean, to be fair to Vedius, you know, it's a bad time for Fizz anyway. It gets a little bit better now that he has access to fish, but he's doing his job. At least he's not feeding.
Absolutely the case. I want to do a very quick update, Frosk. As you know, I'm the sellout on the broadcast. My allegiance is currently owed to Poland, thanks to
Did
Redstone.
you swap out of Poland again?
No. I'm still with Poland, but I want to do like an actual official one. If we get to 20k donations, I'm going to ask Shocks to cast the next game. So this is a challenge to all the streamers. All the money raised will go to the Riot Games Social Impact Fund. Yes, Vedius got a kill, and so did Upset. But what's important here is if you would want us to mention any specific words during the cast, hurry up. Send us the word that you want us to use on air. If you donate $300 or more, we'll do one word for each game. We're currently at 15k. If we get another 5k, Shocks will join a TriCast of the next one. Obviously, this is the very first game of the day, so we'll be doing some of these shout-outs and call-outs, but we'll focus a little bit more on the drama and the stories as the game plays out. And Frost Gurin, your boys are doing well.
All I'm saying is you guys are that close to 2 girls, 1 cast. Like, you can push for it.
If I is down and the LEC Kings are I am so done.
Where's your professionalism, Trevor?
I'm going to tell a producer that I'm not joining the next cast out of inability. So Dracos, this is now your challenge, your honor to bear. But in more serious notes, this is exactly what you're expecting to see from the Kings. Not only did they funnel Upset's Callista, he's now 3-1-2. They've swapped. They've managed to get themselves the Herald. They've managed to get themselves the tower, first tower, and they're good.
Trevor, the only thing I've learned from this is I very quickly now understand who is the alpha in these comms right now, and it is absolutely Upset. Like, he joined the team, and Indra very quickly got in line.
It's true, because, I mean, even the number of ganks, like, seeing Upset going bottom once or twice, that's kind of fine, but how many times is insane.
He got the teleport from Wicked. He got 3 repeat ganks from Indra.
Now let's talk about the Spanish side. What do they do to come back from this? They've got some engage tools, obviously, but it's going to be a hard mountain to climb, even though they've got the Malphite.
I mean, the issue is the itemization, so like you're saying, the best they can hope for right now is kind of an unfair fight, some hit-and-run League of Legends where they're getting numbers advantage and looking for picks, but even if they get that, because they're KFC variety bucket on so many of their different item pieces, they don't have a full meal there. They need to actually just find safe farm lanes, but since the top lane has opened up, Upset is roaming around actually and just playing top Callista. He's got the Hail of Blades, so he's completely able to do that.
And he's just going to end up playing completely side lane. Petrifying Gaze from Pekka comes out. Vedius face plants into a wall. And Medic is going to be able to use the dredge line to escape to safety. 40 CS difference. Pekka's Cassio is growing to be a thorn in RITO's side.
And good job from Span to see from Spain. Oh no. Good job from Spain to see the small window that they had while they were waiting for the top wave to get shoved in, so Flack could go up there and actually pick up a big, sizable amount of farm. Now we'll see if he pays the price for it. Medic, you have to wait for the ult to hit.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be able to easily give another kill. Not the most optimal approach. However, they still get the kill in the end. 8-4, 2,500 gold lead. Frosk, you said it on the pre-show. Just get one win, and you're pretty much guaranteed making it to the next day. Now, admittedly, if multiple teams get one win, if everyone ends 1-1, 1-1, 1-1 in the group, then win time is really important. So we want to see how the LEC Kings can push this advantage, and if they can win quickly, because that will be the tiebreaker scenario in making it to tomorrow's playoffs.
Well, they're already hunting. You can see the indecision here in comms as they're trying to figure out where they want to attack on the map, whereas, again, Spain's game plan is still try to get some completed items. Now, Syndra is going for the, what is it, the GLP, the Frozen Hose?
Yes, the Frozen Hose.
So a econ-friendly build as opposed to some of the higher AP. And Champy is trying to work with that Fed Cassiopeia that you were talking about.
Alright, well, Vedius has used the Q through the minions. Going to E out of the slow from Champy.
He's
still
got
got Shun the Waters available. Vedius does not have flash available, and the flash kick from Champy was beautiful. Shun the Waters does nothing, and frankly, just overextended from Vedius. His team is winning. He's down 35 CS. It was a difficult matchup, but he needs to find a way to provide more value to the squad.
You get him, LPL fanboy.
Yeah, there you go.
I was curious. I was like, how sure is Champy going to be with that Flash Dragon Rage kick? He's going to go for it because he connected the Sonic Wave and he didn't want to pull the trigger then. But in the end, Nice mechanics.
Yeah, definitely. A little smoother than Mr. Medicast's Nautilus. Did Medic talk much about his, previous professional game experience on the Jarvan?
We all
how
saw
much
it.
Means to him? I know we've seen it, but you've had privileged information to speak to this team and their preparation. How much weight and baggage is he bringing into this weekend's games?
I mean, he definitely. I think he really carries a mental burden, if you will, Trevor. Like that really weighs heavily on his conscience. I think in these clutch. Pressure moments, Medic just has to have that. He's got to face his demons. He's got to overcome that shit Jarvan gameplay.
and it was epically expletive at that time. Rate his performance 0-1-5 for the most part. I think it's done fairly well.
He threw the Q before the Nautilus ult hit, so I'm already quite upset.
Well, let's see if we can make up for it. Xpeka's got Flash. Chum the Waters is a few seconds away. Vedius got tagged by the Noxious Blast, and that means Pekka slithers to safety. So not the most confident 10 to 15 minute mark. And
yeah, this is a common problem. Upset might get picked here. No flash on Champy, so he can't look for the Insec.
The stun comes out from Flake. The dredge line finds a long-range target. And now all of a sudden it's a 3-on-4. Death Sentence is going to get blocked by the Hourglass. Dredge line goes up. That's a double knock-up. Fate's Core buys time. Upset the hero. Will be able to help out. Now to trade 1-for-1. Jungler for support. Now the jungler goes down from the LEC Kings. Flake is the next target. It's a melee in the mid lane. And as the little sapling gets tossed to Xpeka, he's got no tools to work with. A triple kill to Upset. And they are going to continue the pressure. This is exactly what I wanted to see before Poland bought my allegiance. Altokekw Gurum is going to come to shut the squad down, and Upset is just on fire.
Yeah, already godlike into the game. He knows that Xpeka doesn't have the ultimate, so he's free to just walk up on him and just remind him, like, come on, mate, I know you haven't been in a pro game in a long time, but this is how this works.
Yeah, it is.
So... Champy doesn't have the flash, so he can't immediately go for the Insec, and the Medic cast tags Champy. Now the thing is Medic dodges the hook here by using a nice Hourglass. They then try to funnel in and just try to burn down Medic. The Callisto ultimate comes in, pulls Medic to safety, then knocks up 2 people. It's almost like Upset has been playing with the Nautilus his entire season on how comfortable he is working with that champion. And then he just walks through them. I really like that one at the end there. Thresh comes out of Hourglass, throws the Q, and Upset knows it's coming. Just a nice little sidestep. Finishes off the Thresh, doesn't even eat the CC.
3,500 gold lead. Spain, who are your gods now? The LEC Kings are showing up. I mean, to be fair, Upset, 8-1-2 out of his team, 12 kills. But the team has played around him. Spain can get back into this with a good team fight. Scatter the Weak will stun just Vedius. His Chum the Waters is on cooldown. And now Ibai is the target. Unstoppable Force is available. Vedius tagged by another skill shot. There's the knock-up now onto Ibai. Flash from Upset is just beautiful. Upset is here to play, and he's here to carry the casters from the LEC. Ender with a fantastic interrupt, knocking up Champy's Lee Sin mid-flight on the Q, and Upset's going to hop over the wall with that Pierce. It ends up being a 3-for-2. But really, Upset showing off his mechanics. 11-1-2. I don't even know how much gold he has in the bank. The observers can toggle over to that. 3,000 gold. He's only 3,000 above Flake Syndra. I mean, it's crazy.
There's a question, because, Upset owns the top 2 spots on the leaderboard right now, I believe. Number 1 and number 2. And it was like, are we going to see, number 2 Upset show up today? Or are you going to get number 1?
Well, look, I mean, he's going to be number 2 today. I know this because Pookie Styles' AD carry later today is going to show up. Yes, they are. They're available for purchase at riot.com/donate. I mean, just a flash on my
Look at this flash on the Malphite ult. Watch Upset. Yeah,
that's really good.
That was...
Yeah.
That was that good. Yeah.
Man. I really also, again, enjoyed the unburrow there from Ender. Ender has ganked more in this game than his entire career. So that is, I think, what's helping out this lead. And second Herald looks like it's going to go the way of the Kings. By the way, Wicked 107 been involved pretty heavily around these skirmishes. And for an old boy, he's got those Maokai mechanics down.
Wow, what is it? You can teach an old dog new tricks. He's playing the dog champion, and he's showing up for his team, being a team player.
Yeah, exactly. That's the case. I mean, he comes from the era, you know, the legendary Dog Champ days. A lot of the older boys from top lane used to say.
What is that Maokai skin?
I actually can't remember off the top of my head.
He looks like a pinata.
I actually don't. It's like very runic, and maybe it's like an Elderwood or something. World Breaker. World Breaker is the skin. It's the new one. Thank you very much. Mr. Producer Man is in the mid lane. Medic cast goes down. Ender's here to save the day, buying some time for Upset to use that martial poise. For Ender's able to use the ultimate and get a kill. Now Vedius continues to chase. 0-3-5, and Upset will arrive just in time. It's a triple kill for Ender. 6-3-6, and this is more brutal than I was expecting. I thought the Spanish were going to put up a bit more of a fight today.
I told you, it's LEC King and France in the finals.
Poland is in there too. I'm telling you now, they are.
That's true.
They're going to be able to do it.
So Late Herald's going to come out here. Multiple members down from Spain. This should at least be a good charge on the. Come on, guys, on the inhib. Oh, they stopped it.
They got it. Yeah, nicely done.
Disappointed.
I'm also a little disappointed. The 2 girls, 1 cost hasn't quite yet been unlocked. We're at nearly 17,000. And if we get to 20k, Sharks and Frost will be joined by Dracos in game number 2. That's going to be LEC taking on Germany, LEC Kings. And we'll see how that match is going to play out. For now, Ibai is just really on the wrong side of the rift. He's pulling a Vedius and he's going to be donated, yeah. Frost, are you taking notes for feedback? Are you going to be, once this game is over, quickly give the LEC Kings some information? Because you're officially the coach now that they're winning.
I don't need to do anything. Upset is the whip, and it's just getting them into top form.
Well, definitely the case. Look at this. Ender over the wall, Vedius over the wall. He's got himself 2 kills in the last few minutes. And
I will say that they do still show some growing pains. So they have a tendency, the LEC Kings do, where they lose the plot in the mid-game, and they don't necessarily know how to snowball to the next point of the game. They're not a great snowball team. Ender gets a little bit kill-happy. That was still shown here a little bit.
Oh, good petrifying gaze there from Peke. Flaked comes in with a second. I mean, that was, again, like you said, kill-hungry. Wicked's going to step forward to the Twisted Advance.
Vedius has no mana.
By Scatter the Weak. No mana, no ultimate. Vedius and Upset end up baiting Wicked into being cut down.
I think you have to do Baron here.
Yeah, window of opportunity. Baron or game over. What is happening here for Spain? They're going to make a play for the Baron. If they get this, I think the LEC Kings are in trouble.
They got a Cassiopeia full mana. She can definitely burn through this. Now, Vedius has picked up, I think he picked up a fruit plant. He's also got some mana. Ultimate not quite up there yet.
Upset, no Fate's Call available either. There goes the Pierce. Teleport is available for Wicked. He's up in 6 seconds. Baron is taking a long, long time to go down. Upset could get a whole bunch of kills here. Vedius, Chum the Waters goes in. Unstoppable Force is available for Ibai. He gets flashed from Upset. The teleport comes in. The Baron is gift wrapped with a special side selection of jamon from Barcelona. Ole, the Spaniards are down. Oh, come on. I mean, that's Dunzos. There's no way Spain can come back from that.
And I was looking at the Cassiopeia, but I forgot that they had a Syndra, and it was not a traditional ADC. It did not go as quickly as it needed to be. It was a complete trap. And Upset and Vedius basically just made eyes at Spain right now before the rest of the team came in and just cleaned clock.
Bam afterwards, right?
Whoa,
because
wait.
what we were doing, get that Baron, FBX emo, and then actually win the game in the end. So I think it was very, very well coordinated from us.
Medic, how are you both casting and winning the game at the same time?
No. I mean, there's not 2 of us. It's just that easy. That's what we're telling you. Like, we don't even need to be in comms with our team to win this one.
Wait.
Yeah.
I have a question, Ender. Do you gank when the German player says it, but not the Welsh player?
No, I gank when the good player says it, and not when the bad player says it. Oh, look at this. Look at Ender going in. What a play. Oh, my God. He's just too good.
I mean, sorry.
What happened to...
It was exceptional play.
I was going to say, what happened to playing on top side?
Yes, we can, Betty. This was what comms was like, by the way. This was comms. Betty said nothing for the first 20 minutes, and I looked at the scoreline. It's like 0-3-0. I'm like, what happened mid?
Yeah, Vedius, but what are you doing, like, pushing side lanes, like, randomly and dying over and over? We're like, just don't do anything. We outscan. Unbelievable. Yeah.
The question you have to ask yourself, though, is, like, can you do this again? Because this looked like the upset show.
What?
Everybody played dog champ
pause.
to upset.
Upset show. Did you not see how me and Medic were setting upset up for all this? A Wicked too, with those TPs into bot lane. Like,
exactly.
This was a coordinated team-wide effort. Yeah, sure. Upset, he gets the damage items, right? He's getting the kills. But that's because we're giving him the kills. Like, it's all part of a greater strategy. It's not us being dog champ or anything like that. It's us being on the same level and just choosing to put the resources in him.
Quick shot, I will point out that right now, Ender has,
Yeah.
18, he's participated in 18 kills, 8 kills, 10 assists, upset, 13 and 5, also 18.
Medic,
That checks out.
19
I mean, it
kills.
does.
19 kills. So obviously I was more impactful.
Medic, I do have to ask, the Nautilus combo where you throw the ultimate and dredge line, how is that supposed to play out?
You're meant to hit the dredge line, I'll be honest. But most of the time, I was just setting up my team for success. Now, this next play was actually one of the best plays of the game. You have to keep your eyes on Ender because it was just incredible.
But
Break it down, because I'm watching it live.
yeah,
You've
exactly. The
lived
first
this
thing you have to
moment
notice,
already.
the double Negatron cloak on Ender. Really solid build here against like so many AP threats. Now, at this point, we're calling. No, don't watch. No, actually.
Ready, you
observers
have
should be on
107
Ender.
CS
So
in
Ender is now
25
calling,
minutes.
I'm gonna walk the wave into mid and look for a flank here, and he's just trying to buy some time, disrupt the enemy backline. He gets disrupted, and then look at this call. He says, "Forget the Syndra. I'm going straight for the base." But look at the base! Look at the base, people! It's literally Ender going for the expect A.
Gentlemen.
He's like, he's on the Nexus!
Gentlemen,
I cannot believe!
I can only apologize to all viewers of the mid-season Streamathon. This is a
Do
true
you see what I'm
taste
dealing with?
of
at
what
Expect
Froskuren
Go.
has to coach.
Oh
And
my
the level of awful communication